Some of you may know I've been away on holiday and I've not been well. So it's been a little while since we did our regular sessions, but I'm back. And today we're going to be doing a 45-minute session. That's 45 minutes of Pilates. And today's session is for experienced beginners and intermediate level. Okay, so if you're not sure or you have any injuries, then please be mindful of that, because I'm going to kind of go through all the exercises today on a bit more of a flow so we get a really good workout. All right, for those of you that like to chat and hear all our chat, I will come back after the session and do that. Okay, but for now, let us get started. And yeah, here we go. I'm just going to have a quick check that my sound is working, because I'm just going to have a look. Yes, all good. Okay, right, let's do it, everyone. So have your mat. I want you to come to the front of the mat. And this is a little test. This is something I've been starting to work on myself. Is getting a little bit more flexibility in the hips. All right, so I want you to start by just folding your arms. So in England, we call these Aladdin arms, which is after a pantomime character. But we're going to take the right foot behind. Okay, standing up nice and tall, pull your tummy muscles in. And now I want you to not use your hands, but bend the knees, bring yourself down to the floor and sit back. How'd you do? Hopefully okay. All right, so from there, you're going to just bring those feet and knees into alignment. You've still got those arms in that position. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here. And I want you to use this opportunity right now to just completely switch off from everything else going on in your life and just focus on me, my voice, your body, the class, and that awareness that there are many, many, many of us all around the world taking this class together. All right, so take a breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth and gently draw the tummy muscles in and bring yourself down to your waistband. Inhale there. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and lift yourself back up. Try and keep your arms where they are. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, draw the tummy muscles in, tucking under, coming back onto the waistband. Inhale. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in and lifting up. One more deep breath in. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. Exhale. And up. Good. Now reach your arms out. Place the palms down. Take a breath in. Exhale, coming down to the floor. All the way down. And just press your hands down. Lengthen out through that spine. All right, and we're going to go into our pelvic curl. So take a deep breath in, breathing out, tilting the pelvis, pressing into the feet and peeling the hips up off the floor. Inhaling there. Exhaling, relaxing through the chest, coming down through the spine and onto your mat. Take a deep breath in, breathing out to tilt. And roll that spine up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, relaxing through the chest, coming down through the spine. And onto the mat. Good. Deep breath in. Breathing out to tilt. And roll that spine up. Inhale to hold. Exhale. Coming back down. Good. Deep breath in. Breathing out to tilt. Rolling up. Try and keep that nice steady pace. Try and stay with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. And one more deep breath in. Breathing out to tilt. And roll that spine up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back down. I want you to float the right leg up, the left leg up, and bring those knees together into our tabletop position. Let's take the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Okay, now draw the tummy in, inhaling, taking the knees over to the right hand side. Exhale to come back to center. Other way, inhale over and exhale up. So really use that breath. The more you use the breath, the more relaxed the mind will feel, but the better function you'll get out of your body. All right, particularly that core. Inhale as you go over. Exhale up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Last two. Inhale over. Exhale up. And inhale over. Exhale up. Well done. Take the right leg down. Take the left leg down. Let's keep the knees bent. Let's bring the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers into the chest lift. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in, lifting the head and the chest up, sliding those ribs down towards the hip bones. Inhale. Exhale to come back down. Deep breath in. And exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. And exhale to lower. Deep breath in. So exhale is when you're pulling the tummy in, you're stabilizing. Lift, inhale. And exhale to lower. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower. We're going to do two more. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower. And deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. And exhale to lower. Now I want you to float your right leg up. And we're going to do rotation going to your right. So you're going to try and keep your leg in position, your hip, your pelvis in position. We're going to use the upper body. So you can take a breath in, exhale, lifting up and rotating towards that knee. So you're moving to the right, but forward to really get those abs switched on. And inhale back. Exhale to lift and twist. And inhale back. Exhale, lift and twist. And back. Three more. And back. Now take that leg down. Let's float the left leg up. So just check in. Pelvis is in neutral. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift and twist. And back. Good. Lift and twist. And back. Two more. And back. You're going to leave that leg there. And we're going to bring the right leg up as well. We're going to release our hands and take them overhead. Okay, we're going to go into the 100. All right, so we're going to do it slightly differently today. We're going to bring the arms over now and just have them hovering above the floor. And what I want you to do is keep your heels together, but open your knees. So you've got a lovely diamond shape. So heels are connected, toes are released. Okay, and you can feel that external rotation in the hips. So you're going to take a breath in and you're going to exhale, lifting the head and the chest up. All right, here we go. So deep breath in and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Now take your head and chest down, bring your knees together, and take the left leg down to the floor. Extend the right leg as far as you're able. Flex the foot, give it a good stretch there, and take your hands back out to the side. We're going to do our circles. We're going to do the classical version. So this is one breath per circle. So it's a little bit more pacey, a little bit faster. Starting by going inwards on an inhale. Here we go. Going to inhale for 1, exhale for 1. Inhale for 1, exhale for 1. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, coming to a standstill. Same breath pattern. Let's take the leg in the other direction. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. Well done. Pointing the toes on that foot. Take that leg down to the floor. And let's unfold the left leg. Stretching out, flexing the foot, enjoying that stretch before you begin. So going inwards on an inhale. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Inhale and exhale back to the center. Let's reverse the direction. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. Pointing the toes on that foot. Taking the leg all the way down to the floor. Okay, so we've got our knees and our ankles together into the roll up. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Arms are going overhead. All right, so let's get those ribs down. Let's inhale to move the arms, head and chest, looking forward. Exhale, pull the abdominals in, coming up and rounding over. So we don't want to overstretch. Try and keep your shoulders above your hips. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. Good. Inhale, moving arms, head and chest. Exhale. Coming up. Make sure you keep those legs together. Inhale. And exhale as you come back down. Good. Deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Remember, you use your hands if you need to help you get up, but we won't want to do any kind of jerking movements with the arms. So we're trying to keep it as smooth as we can. That's it. Good. Inhale. Exhale up. We're going to do one more. And then we're going to finish sitting up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up. Now lift up through the spine. So really get nice and tall with that spine. Okay, separate the feet and flex them if your legs are straight. If your knees are bent, feet can be down like this, okay? But really lift up through that spine because that's what we're trying to work here, okay? So stretch and strengthen through the spine. We're going to do the spine stretch forward. So taking a breath in, you're going to breathe out, chin to the chest, pull the tummy muscles in, and then start to flex that spine forward. reaching forward with the spine, but trying to pull back at the same time with the tummy muscles. Going to inhale and then exhale, coming all the way back up. So just relax that neck, relax the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, rounding and coming forward. See if you can reach a little further, get a little more stretch. Inhale, exhale, coming up. We're going to do one more deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding, coming forward. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. And if you can, keep your arms in the air, bring the legs together, okay, and flex the feet. Take the arms out to the side, turn the palms up. Now take a breath in, breathe out, rotate your chest towards me for 1, 2, and inhale to center. Other way, 1, 2, and inhale, center. 1, 2, and center. 1, 2, and center. And center. 1, 2, and center. 1, 2, and center. 1, 2, and center. And center last time. 1, 2, and center. Well done. Bring your arms down. Take them behind you. We're going to have the legs straight, back nice and straight, fingertips pointing out. If you've got the flexibility in your shoulders and your wrists, you can have your fingers pointing towards you like so. Okay, but let's really lift up here. So think of drawing the shoulders back, looking straight ahead, press into the hands and the feet and lift yourself up. And then inhale, we're going to lower down. So we're going to exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Good. Hinging from the shoulders and the hips. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And last one, exhale, lift. And inhale to low. Well done. Bring yourself forward. Let's bend those legs. We're going to go into our rolling now. So first of our rolling exercises, rolling like a ball. Okay, so you're going to bring your feet in towards you, knees together, hands on your shins. And any problems with this or you want a bit more support, hands can go under. But let's start by keeping the feet down and just pulling the tummy muscles in so you can round back and feel your weight going onto the back of your pelvis. So your tailbone's just coming off the floor. And then you're going to float the feet up and find that little balance. Now just check in you're not tensing the shoulders. And then from here, let's pull in a little further and we're going to roll back onto the shoulders, inhaling, exhaling, coming back up. That's it. And then keep going. Back and up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Yes. Try and go slowly. That's where the challenge is. And for those of you who are experienced, your challenge is going to be on the next one to try and hold your position overhead. So you're going to try and hold here for 3, 2, 1, and roll back down. Good. Lifting the legs up into tabletop. Holding on. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out. Pull the tummy muscles in and come back into your chest lift position on the mat. All right, so we're going to bring the knees in, hands on the top of the knees. So double leg stretch. You're going to inhale, send the arms and the legs out. Exhale, circle and bring them back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really use the breath. It's almost like your knees are squeezing all the air out of the body. Last one. Staying there, extend your left leg, bring your right knee in towards you, switching the legs, single leg stretch, switch and switch and switch and switch. That's it, good, keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here, take your left hand behind your head and really take the weight out of that neck. So lifting the head slightly, supporting the head and the neck. Other hand away as well. Let's continue with the legs. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift up a little more. Rotate towards that right knee. Crisscross. Let's switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Inhale to bring the knees in. Try and peel the tailbone off the floor. Exhale, send them out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. And last one, inhale in. Exhale out. Leave them out, but bring them up so they're pointing towards the ceiling. Okay, you're going to take your hands out to the side. You're going to turn your palms down. And we're going to go into the corkscrew movement. Okay, so you keep your feet pointed. You're going to inhale and take your legs over to the right. So the left side of your pelvis lifts. Exhale, we're going to circle down, around, and up. And we're going to go the other way. Inhale, exhale, around, and up. So inhale, right. Exhale, little circle. Keep it small so you can control the core, okay? Because when the legs lower, that's when your back wants to arch. Inhale, exhale, circle around and up. Inhale, exhale, around and up. Last two. Pull the abdominals in. That's it. Try to release that tension in the shoulders and around and up. Well done. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let's pull them all the way in. And release. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull them all the way in. And release. One more. Exhale. And release. Good work. Okay, everyone. We're going to come onto our side now. I'm just going to move up my mat a little. So onto your side. Reaching the bottom arm out, reaching the legs out, one leg on top of the other. Okay, and just trying to get a nice line through the body. So imagine a straight line through the back and then the feet slightly forward of your hips. So hand can be in front. Those of you that want the challenge, hand on the side. Okay, so you're going to exhale, lifting both legs up off the floor. Inhale to lower. That's it. So you're going to exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. If you've got this hand in front like I'm doing, try not to tense the neck. Okay, it's just there for a little bit of assistance. Lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now we're not going to touch the floor, so we're going to lift, lower and hover. Lift, lower and hover. Lift, lower and hover. One more. Lift, lower and hover. Well done. Bring the legs down. Bend your knees. Come on up. And you've got two choices. You can be on your elbow or you can be up full arm. This is called the side bend. So lift up through that body. Take the arm out to the side. All right, you're going to inhale, lifting up into a nice T position there. Exhale, take the arm over, trying to draw a curve with the arm and a curve with the body. So think of that hip lifting to the ceiling. Then you're going to inhale up, exhale, coming down. 3 more, lift. Exhale over. Inhale up and lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale up and lower down. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale up and lower down. Well done. Let's go on to the other side. So side leg lifts first. So lying on your side, aligning that spine, feet slightly forward, hand in front or on your side. Take a breath in. You're going to exhale, lifting up. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And the next 4, we won't touch the floor. So we're going to lift, lower and hover. Lift, lower and hover. Lift, lower and hover. 1 more. Lift, lower and hover. Well done. Bring the legs down. Bend the knees. Come on up. So onto your elbow or onto your hand. Just take a moment to make sure the shoulder is back and we're nicely in position here because this is our stabilizing side. Here we go, breathing and lifting up. That's it. Breathe out. Take that arm over. Make sure it doesn't cover your face. It frames your face. Hip to the ceiling. Inhale to the T and exhale to lower down. And again, breathing in to lift. Breathing out to go over. Inhale up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. And lower down. And last one, lift. And over. And up. And lower down. Well done. We're going to turn around. And we're going to be kneeling up. Okay, so kneeling up. And I want you to really exaggerate that pelvis going forward, okay? Because we're going to get a nice stretch down through the front of the hips. So with this, you want to keep your back in position. We're working from the knees. We're going to bring the arms up, shoulders down. You're going to inhale, hinging back from the knees. Exhale to come up. So start off small. Inhale back. Exhale up. Try not to let the spine move. Make the movement come from the knees. And up. Inhale back. Exhale up. I'm hoping you're feeling this. I know I am. Back. And up. And 1 more. Inhale back. And exhale up. Good. And then from there, take the hands forward. Come towards the front of the mat with your hands. Okay, think about drawing the tummy in here. And then you're going to reach the right leg back, the left leg back, the right knee in, the left knee in. We're going right, left, in, and in. 2 more. Right, left, in, and in. And right, left, in, and in. Now you can choose to do the next exercise with 1 knee down like so, or you can do it in the plank position. All right, so I'm going to do the full exercise. So that would be right leg back, left leg back, holding that position. So tummies in, chest forward, point the toes on the right foot, lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice straight leg, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, and lower. One more, lift, and lower. Tuck the toes under, onto the left foot. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. One more, lift and lower. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips to the ceiling. Let's just have a little stretch. Lower those heels, get that nice stretch through the lower part of the legs, the calves, the feet, and lifting up and coming down. Let's try that again. Lifting up, lower the heels, lift the heels, and down. One more, up, lower the heels, lift the heels, and down. Now you can stay here or you can lower the knees down for little press ups, so tricep press ups. Okay, so pointing your elbows back, you're going to inhale to lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Two more, lower and lift and lower and lift. Now hold it here wherever you are, hold that position. And we're going to gently bend the elbows and lower with control all the way down to the floor. Well done. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring our hands forward and we're going to be propped up on our elbows. Okay, feet are slightly apart. We're going to do the single leg kick. Okay, so first is just getting that upper body in position, which most people find this the hardest bit. So draw your shoulders back, send your chest forward. So feel as if your shoulder blades are trying to touch at the back. All right, now I want you to tense your legs, tense your bottom, pull your tummy muscles in, and then we're going to bend the right leg for 1, 2, and lower. Left leg, 1, 2, and lower. Now you can leave the legs on the floor if you're feeling this a little in your lower back. Make sure that you're not letting the tummy go. So really pull that tummy in, okay, and that will support your lower back. Those of you that are more advanced can have the legs off the floor. So here we go. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Last 2, exhale, exhale, reach the legs out, lowering down. Well done. Hands under the shoulders and then bring the legs together. And you can either, we're going into a plank, tuck the toes under to press up or keep your knees down, pressing yourself back up, tuck the toes under, lift, and then hips to the ceiling, lower those heels. Nice stretch, lift the heels and down. And again, lifting up, lower the heels, lift the heels and down. One more, up, lower the heels, lift the heels and down. Bring the right leg in, the left leg in, little cat stretch. So take a deep breath in, exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale back the other way. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. And exhale back the other way. One more deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale. Back the other way. Very good. Now cross your ankles and see if you can sit back over your ankles like that. Good. All right. So from here, we're going to go into the saw. So we've got our feet apart and a little bit wider than your mat. And you're going to be sitting up nice and tall. Legs straight if that's okay for you. If that's too much on your back or your hamstrings, bend those knees. Let's reach the arms out to the side. Okay, fingers together, lifting up through the spine. Try and get as straight a line as possible. All right, now you're going to rotate towards me. That's it. So really feel that chest rotating. This front arm is going to go to the outside of the foot. You're going to flex forward and reach to the outside of that foot, but try not to lean over on the hips. You want to feel both those bottom cheeks on the floor, and then you're going to come back up. Bring this arm in line with the shoulder and then open out. Let's go the other way. So you're going to rotate. You're going to reach forward. You're going to lift up and then you're going to open. You're going to rotate, reach forward, lift up and open, rotate, reach forward and lift and open. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Up and open, last two. Rotate. So this is preparing us for what's coming next. All right, we need to really stretch out those hamstrings. Good. And lift and open. Well done. So bring your hands down, bend your knees, make sure you've got a mat behind you. So I'm just going to scoot forward a little. Okay, and we're going to bring our legs in so our feet are touching. Hands on the outside to start with. And then as we did with the rolling, we're going into a rolling exercise. You're going to pull the tummy muscles in and just tip back on your pelvis. So you can feel your legs are pretty weightless. Yeah, you can move your legs like this. All right. Now, if you can, you're going to put your hands on your ankles and extend your right leg. Give yourself a little stretch and bring it back down. Now you're going to extend the left leg, stretch, and bring it down. If you can't straighten the leg, don't worry. Bring your hand a little bit lower and just go to wherever you can reach. All right, and down, and left, and down. We've got two to go. Right, and down, and left. Okay, so we've really warmed up the spine now for this exercise. So we're going to lift the right leg up. Hold it in the air, lift the left leg as well. So wherever you are, just think about your shoulders right now. Draw your shoulders down. Use that stability in that upper body. You're trying to hold this balance. This alone is an exercise before we even start rolling. Okay, now let's tune into the tummy. Let's pull the tummy in and keep pulling in until you tip back. So keep pulling in, keep pulling in, keep pulling in. Back you go, and then exhale to come up. Try and hold the position. Let's try again, pulling in, tipping back. Drawing the shoulders down, hold the position. Good, and again, pulling in, tipping back. And hold, last one. Hold, 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 hold. That's it. Now see if you can bring your legs together. Now see if you can let go of those legs. Your arms out for 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees, bring your knees in and slowly come down to the floor. So just onto your waistband, leave your legs where they are. Now I'm going to try and come back up. So send the head forward and lift back up. That's it. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, head forward and lifting up. Now exhale, coming down. Place the hands down and extend the legs. Okay, so this next exercise is quite high risk on the neck. So if you have a neck issue, you might want to sit this one out. Okay, very important. We do not go onto the neck with this exercise. Okay, we're going to try the rollover. I don't think we've done this very much. So let's pull the tummy muscles in. We're going to reach the legs away. If you're not sure, watch me for the first one. Then you're going to inhale to 90 degrees. Exhale, you're going to try and roll over. Now, all the weight is on my shoulders. It's not on my neck. And I'm going to flex the feet, Separate the feet and lower the toes towards the floor without going any further onto my neck. So this is where you get the really deep stretch through the back. Then you're going to exhale, press into the arms and slowly come down through that spine and draw a little circle. So try it with me. Inhale to 90, exhale to roll over. If you need support, you can put your hands here on the back of your pelvis. Flex the feet, separate the feet, and just lower those legs. Keep them straight if you can, so you feel the stretch. Even if you don't touch the floor, don't worry. Exhale, coming down. So you can support yourself as you come down like this. Hands just rolling down through the body. Little circle out. And again, inhale to 90. Exhale over. Flex the feet. Separate the feet. Lower the legs towards the floor. Exhale, rolling down, little circle. Last one, inhale to 90. Exhale over. Flex the feet. Separate the feet. Lower the toes towards the floor. Now press into your arms and slowly come down. That's it, little circle. Around. Well done. Bend those knees. Take the right leg down. Take the left leg down. And bring those heels close to your hips, close to your bottom. Press the hands down. Okay, into bridging. So take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale to tilt the pelvis and peel the hips up off the floor. Okay, now you're pressing down into the arms. You're pressing up with the bottom. Think about the weight going onto your left leg so you can uncurl the right leg pointing up to the ceiling. Now you're going to lower the leg down, keeping the hips up, and you're going to flex the foot as you come up. We're going to lower down and up. Lower down and up. Last one. And up. Bring that leg down. Take the weight over into that right side so you can unfold the left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. One more. Down and up. Bend that leg. Take the foot down and let's push up through those hips. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out slowly. Coming down through that spine. You may need to feel a little release in the back. So bring your right leg in. Bring your left leg in. And just pull the knees towards you and then circle them out to the side. Around we go. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. All right, so from there, we're going to extend the left leg along the floor and we're going to reach the right leg up. We're going to do a nice little stretchy exercise here, okay? So hands wherever you can reach on that leg, toes are pointed. You're going to lift your head and chest up. Okay, so from here, we're going to do 2 pulses. So we're going to go pulse, pulse, switch the leg. 1, 2, and gently lower. So this one's going to lower with control. 1, 2, and switch. 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 And 1, 2, and switch. Now leave that leg there. Take the hand behind the head. Remember the breathing pattern we did. But we're going to rotate towards that right leg. So rotate and then you're going to go 1, 2, switch and twist. 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 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. And 1, 2, and switch. Bring the legs down, rolling over onto your front now. Okay. Last exercise. We're going to take the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers, okay? And then let the elbows drop down, let the head come down. Okay, and then from here, bring the feet together. We're going to do 3 pulses of the legs. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And as you inhale, extend the legs, extend the arms, reaching back. That's it, coming as high as you can. Now turn your head towards me and lower down. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach. Now turn your head the other way. 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach. Turn your head towards me. And 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach. Now hold it there. Pull the tummy muscles in, point the toes. Release your hands. Take them out to the side. That's it. Good. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Lower the legs and come up into your kneeling position. Little cat stretch to finish. So deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale and exhale, back the other way. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale and exhale, back the other way. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale and exhale, back the other way. Well done. Okay, from there, tuck the toes under, lift those hips up and pushing back to the feet. Lower those heels if you can. Walk the hands back to the feet. And let's just hold it here. Take the weight out of the hands. Make sure your head is hanging down. And just rocking the weight a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit forward, a little bit back. Little forward and back. Now bring that weight to the center. Take a breath in and breathe out, unrolling that spine all the way up to standing. Let's roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Now lift your arms, bring your hands together and give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. So do go ahead and press the like button. Do subscribe to the channel because every subscription really helps. And please do share this video with a friend that you think might like to join in with our Pilates community. All right, so if you want to stick around for the chat, I'll come and chat to you now. Otherwise, have a beautiful day and I'll see you soon. Well done, everyone. Oh, I hope that was okay for you. I know it's been a little while since we've done our live sessions, isn't it? But yes, hope that was good. Do let me know what you thought in the chat. I'm here now to answer your questions. I shall take any notes that we need or any suggestions of workouts to do. My lovely husband's just brought my notes in. Lovely. Okay. So big hello to Ruth Enright. Hello, Ruth. Lovely to have you here today. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. Much appreciated. So those of you that don't know, we have a very talented Pilates community here on Fridays, lots of creative people. And Ruth Enright is a writer, and she's written a book called Sea Haven, which I bought, but I have to say, Ruth, I haven't got around to reading it yet because I'm still reading a previous novel by Marion Keyes. But yes, we have a very talented group of people here. So I just wanted to do a little shout out for Ruth. Carlin Holgren, hello Carlin, lovely to see your name. Thank you very much for your donation, Carlin. I hope you're well. Linda Verney Thompson, thank you, Linda, for your donation. Very generous. much appreciated. You know, all the donations, they all help me keep doing this. This is sort of, I suppose now we're post-COVID. I could go back to teaching classes live. I used to teach about 21 hours. I used to about 21 hours a week. And it doesn't sound a lot, does it? When you think a working week is what, 40 hours or 35 hours or something. But when you are talking, teaching and doing exercise, it's super hard work. So I would love to have a mix of the two, a few live and a few like this live. I love doing this. I love the interaction. I love being able to talk to you all wherever you are in the world. So all the donations do really make a difference. And you can see that you can actually donate directly on YouTube as well as on Ko-fi. Ko-fi is where I post my more personal stuff. So things I put on Ko-fi, I won't be putting anywhere else. So if you want to kind of follow me or support me on Ko-fi, you can actually, I think now, I've seen a couple of people do it. I think you can set up a regular subscription, which is quite a nice idea. I haven't even investigated it myself actually, but I know some people, they've just arranged to pay me so much a month and it just kind of happens automatically. So if you want to look at that, you could look at that as an option as well. Anyway, Rona Stevens, good morning, Rona. Thank you so much for your donation this morning as well. It's lovely to have you all here, and I can see lots of familiar names on the channel, which is really, really nice. Yeah, and I just want to say, now that we're all here together and we're chatting, I'm sorry I haven't been around. I did go on holiday for a week. I know those of you that follow me on Instagram have seen my holiday pictures. So my Instagram handle is the same as this. So it's at the girl with the Pilates mat. But that's where I kind of post little things from my holiday and positive quotes and inspirational quotes and all that kind of stuff. What I'm actually wearing, you probably can't see. You can just about see it. I was given in St. Lucia, but it's the St. Lucian flag colours, little bracelet made out of volcanic rock. Which I'm wearing to remind me that I've had a lovely holiday, and yes, and to be very thankful for that. You know, the thing I've been thinking about actually since I came back is how important it is to be thankful and to feel gratitude for the little things in life, you know, because after all, we've all been locked in for a couple of years. I mean, myself and my husband haven't been on holiday for 3.5 years. So to have a week off work was just wonderful, because for us, our COVID was a very busy COVID. My husband was working from home full time. I've been working here in the garage full time, and it was a wonderful experience, but it was very challenging for me mentally and emotionally, because there were so many people writing to me wanting help, wanting advice, and it felt like it was a lot of I suppose I put a lot of pressure on myself, because I just want to help everybody, and I kind of really drained myself with it all, trying to help everybody else. So yeah, I'm very thankful that we got to the point where we could go on holiday again and just have a nice little rest, so that I could be fresh and back and ready for all of you guys. So before I forget, a couple of things I want to say. Yes, we're back to regular Fridays, so I'll be back next Friday at 10 for back to our normal time of 30 minutes exercise. I was thinking next week we do standing Pilates, because we haven't done it for a little while. So if that's okay with you guys, you can let me know in the chat. I thought we might do some standing work, get the old legs moving, make it quite a nice, challenging, fiery kind of workout. As always, low impact though, because you know I keep my workouts low impact so that they really strengthen your muscles, but they protect your joints. Okay. And the other thing is that I filmed this week. I was filming on Tuesday. I filmed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I filmed 7 new workouts. So you can imagine how achy I am today. But that's in the new location. and they'll be coming out over the next few weeks. All right, so that I will still be releasing a workout on a Sunday morning. And I'm also thinking of doing a second live session per week because we have a lot of fans who are in the States, Canada, other side of the pond, as we like to say. And they find this. I know, Carlin, you're there, and I know there's a few other people like Carlin who come from the States and get up really early to do this session. But I was thinking of doing a Monday session on a regular basis. So keep an eye out on the community page, and also keep an eye at the top of my YouTube channel page, and you'll see where the lives are. But we're definitely going to be doing regular Fridays. And I'm just working on dates, but I'm hoping to be able to bring in a regular Monday as well. And that would be Monday end of day for UK people, European people. So it's beginning of day or lunchtime for people on the other side of the pond. But I'm hoping that's kind of going to work for everyone time-wise. Anyway, so going down the chat, sorry. And yes, any questions, then fire them over. Cheryl Allen, good morning to you, Cheryl. Cheryl says, looking forward to the workout. I've been doing some workouts and love the new way camera angles show the exercise. Just loving your new look. Oh, thank you so much, Cheryl. Yeah, we're trying to have a sort of look for the pre-recorded videos, and then obviously the live ones are here in the studio because it's just me and the camera at the moment, and my lovely husband sets it up for me in the morning, and then I do all the techie stuff at this end and he does the techie stuff at that end. But thank you, Cheryl. I'm really glad you're liking it. Hopefully you'll really enjoy the new videos. It's been very hot in the UK this week, and I was very lucky that the day I was filming was full sunshine all day long. So you'll see sunny green English countryside outside the window. It's rather lovely. Today it's typical Britain. It's pouring with rain, but that's a British summer for you. So there you go. Thank you, Cheryl. Hello, good evening to Michelle Kobayashi. Hello, Michelle. Lovely to see you. Hope you enjoyed the class today from Yokohama. So it's Friday night in Japan, isn't it? Yes, and I've missed doing the live as well, Michelle. So it is really, really lovely to be back. And thank you for joining us. Carlin, thank you so much for your good wishes on my holiday. It was lovely. In fact, it was so nice. We're hoping to go on a holiday again later in the year, maybe towards the end of the year. If all goes well. Judy Hogarth, hello Judy. Judy says, hurrah, it's Friday. I'm really looking forward to this session for my knees, lower back and my heart. Thanks so much for all you give me. Big hugs from Judy in Dorset. Oh, big hug to you, Judy, and big kiss. I know you've been with me since the beginning. Hope you're all right with today's session, because I know it was a bit of a challenging one, but I hope you are kind to yourself and you just did what you could. That's what matters, right? For us all, you just do your best. That's all we can ask of each other, or of ourselves, in fact. Sue Sambles, hello, Sue. Sue says, glad you had a great holiday. Good morning to everyone. Just finished my dance classes and ready for our live Pilates. Oh, I love it, Sue. You're on it. Wonderful stuff. Kathy Freeman, good morning, Kathy. I hope you enjoyed our 45-minute session today. Hope it got everything back on track. So today we did stretch, strengthening, we did quite a lot of control, and we did quite a lot of endurance exercises. So that's all to build up your muscular strength, yeah, as well as your cardio strength. Those of you that wear, I don't know if any of you have got a Fitbit, but I always wear my Fitbit when I'm exercising, because I like to know kind of what I'm getting out of it. And what I noticed is that with Pilates, I always go into fat burning mode. So you've got fat burning mode, you've got cardio mode, you've got peak mode. So cardio peak, that's for people who are kind of doing running or sort of high impact sports like tennis, that kind of thing, dancing. So that would have been used to, wouldn't it, in dance class today? But Pilates does, cardio wise, excellent for the heart because it's fat burning mode. So your Heart rate is elevated for a continual period of time. Really, really good for your heart and lungs. And of course, fat burning mode does what it says. You're burning off your fat. So that's all very good. And we're working the muscles quite hard. So you will find that you'll be continuing to burn the fat after the session. When I do a nice strong hour session, I find that I could be fat burning for 2 to 4 hours afterwards. So when you think about doing your Pilates, don't think, oh, I've just done half an hour and that's it. That half an hour that you do will benefit you for much more than the exact half an hour that you did. It will still continue to burn calories later on, all right? So do bear that in mind, okay? When you, especially if you're watching your weight, calories, etc., etc. Wonderful stuff. Okay, thanks for the welcome back, Ruth. That was really lovely. Right, I'm just going down the chat now. Anne from London, good morning, Anne. Anne says, good morning, Rachel Cohen and Boo, and all my Pilates buddies. Welcome back, Rachel. I hope you had a fabulous time. I did have a lovely, lovely time, and it was just a lovely reminder of what holidays are all about, just relaxing and reading and taking care of yourself. And, you know, in my case, being with my husband, which was nice because although we obviously live together, we spend most of our day working in separate rooms in the house. So that was lovely. Valerie Beale says, sorry, I can't join you in this as I returned from holiday with COVID. Oh, Valerie, I'm doing some shorter, gentle workouts, plus your recommended one. It's relaxing, just watching. Oh, Valerie, get well soon, Valerie. And yes, remember I did that Pilates for COVID recovery. So when you feel well enough to move, that's a nice gentle one with lots of breathing, because COVID does affect your breathing. That's why I think Pilates is a brilliant method for coming back from COVID, just doing the gentle workouts with the breathing, essential for getting all the heart and the lungs really going again. So get well soon, Valerie. Linda Verney Thompson, good morning. She says, good morning, Cohen, Boo, and lovely Pilates family. Can't join live today, but I'm looking forward to doing this one over the weekend. Oh, you'll love it, Linda. Perfect for the weekend. Wonderful stuff. And Linda, thank you for your donation, and Rona too. Sarah Runnacles, good morning to you, Sarah. Sarah says, wonderful, challenging, lots to work on. Yes, quite a challenging one today, wasn't it? Because I know that a lot of you who are here live with me Fridays have been with me for quite some time. And so I'm aware that you know quite a lot of the exercises. So I want to try and give you that mix of teaching you the exercise, but also just doing it sometimes and throwing in the challenges to kind of keep those bodies working. Yeah, because once we know an exercise, that doesn't mean it's the end of it. You don't have to do it again. It means that once you know what I call the choreography of the exercise, yeah, so where your hands need to be or where your feet are, etc., or where your abdominals, and then you can start to perfect it. And it's like being a ballet dancer or a great golfer or a great footballer. You know, you're doing the same things over and over and you're perfecting. And every time you're perfecting it, you're getting stronger and your body is getting more capable of doing it. So that's the benefit of Pilates, yes, as you get used to it. But as you know, I like to throw in that challenge because that's just a little reminder that your body can do so much more than you think. All right, so well done, Sarah. Linda Lawley, good morning, Linda Lawley, fantastic. You're 70 plus, and managed all except one exercise which I had to modify. Thank you, I feel great now. Linda, you are the perfect Pilates client. Yes, you did what you could, you modified the exercise when you needed to, and you feel great. What can be better than that, everyone? So well done, Linda. Lovely to hear from you. Anne from London says, great workout, thank you. Rachel lost the corkscrew and couldn't manage the rollover. More practice methinks. Have a great weekend. Oh, perfect, Anne. That's all you need, isn't it? Is you notify. See, I think I'm really glad that this is happening now with all my lovely Pilates family, is that you're learning to be kinder to yourself and do what you can and note what you're not quite ready for or not quite working yet, and thinking, okay, that's one to go back to. And what I always suggest is when you find an exercise that's a little bit more tricky for you, if you can't do it, leave it out, but make a note of which session it was and then go back and try it again when you can. Yeah, because it's that keep trying, keep repeating. That's how you learn something. That's how you get to that kind of level of control in your body as well. So well done, Anne. Lovely to know. Sarah Runnicles, thank you very much for your donation, Sarah. Carlin Hawkgren says, that was great, feeling really strong. Wonderful. That's really good to hear. Excellent. Well done, Carlin. Delia Hart. Good morning, Delia. Delia says, it's great to have you back on a Friday. Wow, what a class with a little bit of everything. Kudos to you for talking through the rollover. I will try and do this every morning. Yes, talking and rolling over is quite hard. Not just the exercise, but I've also got the microphone I've got to try and keep away from as well. So thank you very much, Delia. Lovely to see you here, and it is so good to be back with you all. Carol Neath, good morning, Carol. Carol says, can't be with you, but it looks like a great session. I'm going to catch up later when I get home. Hope you loved it, Carol. Susan Mitchell, good morning, Susan. Susan says, gosh, that was tough. Core obviously needs work as lower back hurting, so adapted when that happened. Thank you, Rachel. You're very welcome, Susan. And I'm really glad to hear that you kind of noted where you needed a little bit of modification and you did what worked for you. So kudos to you. Well done. Angie Sharp, good morning, Angie. Thank you very much. Really glad you enjoyed it today. Carol Neath, thank you very much for your donation. Julie Hunt, blessings to you, Julie. Good morning, and thank you very much for your donation, Julie. Julie says, good morning, Rachel. I rushed back from the allotment for your class. So a good warm-up. I was challenged, but I enjoyed it. So I'm going to try it again. Many blessings to you as always. And to you, Julie, thank you so much. And yeah, look after that back, because if you're gardening and doing Pilates, that's a lot. So make sure you give yourself a really nice stretch out if you're going back to the garden, okay? We did lots of good stretching in the session today. So hopefully you're feeling nice after your allotment work today. Well done, Julie. Morning to Josie Briggs. Josie says, enjoyed that and was doing well until the last 5 minutes or so. Well, the last 5 minutes, we did put the more advanced work in, Josie, so don't worry about it. It's all good. Ruth Enright says, needed that after slacking in the sunshine and doing 10-minute sessions. Thank you for my shout out. I hope you like my story when you get to it, even if you can't do it all at once on holiday. You're very welcome, Ruth. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your book. I tend to read in the evening as a way of kind of winding down and getting ready for sleep. I don't know about you guys, but I do really enjoy a book. And it was so nice on holiday to just get my book and go off and read for an hour. We had like a little garden where we were with a hammock in, and I just lie in the hammock reading, and it was just so nice. So I said to my lovely husband, we're going to have to get a hammock for our garden so I can go out and have a little read. But yes, Ruth, when I've read your book, I will let you know. I'm very excited because it looks like sort of subject matter I like. Ruth, I don't know if you've read, I'm sure you have, being a writer, Daphne du Maurier. But one of my favorite books is Frenchman's Creek. I don't know who's read that, but it's such a wonderful book. Total escapism, romantic escapism. Love all that stuff. So, yes, anyway, back to the Pilates. Robert Bush. Rob, hello. Rob says, hi, excellent workout. Many, many thanks. I have a problem breathing in while doing the 100 when the core is working hard. Am I doing something wrong? Many thanks, Rob. Okay, Rob, this is a brilliant question. Really is, Rob, because the breathing, the 100, is a breathing exercise. So a bit of background very quickly is that Joseph Pilates, the man that invented Pilates, was asthmatic. And he was really, really particular about the breathing. And that's why we still have this sort of emphasis on breathing today. And his so background to the breathing is Rob and everyone listening is we do diaphragmatic breathing, right? So using the diaphragm, which is kind of here, it's kind of here in the body. Okay. Now the breathing in, it may be, Rob, that you might need to slightly adjust your position. I'm going to try and talk you through a sort of a slow version, Rob, and anyone else watching, because I know the breathing can get very complicated. With the 100, we've got so much going on, haven't we? Because we're pumping the arms, we're holding the legs, we're lifting the chest. Okay, but it is a really deep core exercise because you're working sort of the surface level core by having to lift the head, but the breathing should be working down here in the diaphragm. Okay, so if you've got your legs in tabletop, I'm just going to take my hands away for a second so you can see what's going on here. But you want to lift that chest as much as possible, Rob. And you want to think of your breathing being here, the side of the ribs. So you're trying to expand sideways. And then exhale, down. You're trying to inhale for the whole count of 5. Most people find that very, very difficult. And then exhale for the whole count of 5. If you find that difficult, just do what you can. All right. And it's just a case of practicing. So what you could do, Rob, and anyone else listening that finds the 100 difficult, is you could do it first of all with just the breathing. So lifting the head and chest up, not worrying about the arms or the legs, hands here, and just work on trying to expand your lungs. Yeah, make as much noise as you need to. What often happens, Rob, and anyone else listening, and it's very, very common, I've seen it many, many times, and people learn the exercise, is that we get very tense in our chest and our shoulders. And any kind of tension here is going to it's going to reduce the capacity of the lungs. It's going to reduce the capacity of the diaphragm. You're probably going to be breathing up here and not down here. And you've got to think our lungs go from here all the way down. They're big, yeah? Our lungs are big. And they can expand, our rib cage can expand forward. It can expand sideways, and it can expand backwards. And it's supposed to do all 3, yeah? So you think of it expanding in a kind of 3-dimensional way. Maybe have a think about that, Rob. It's not the front just lifting. We're trying to expand laterally. It was something that Joe Pilates talked about a lot. And if you look at any pictures of him online, you'll see he had a big, big chest. Very big chest, because he really, really worked on his breathing to help with his asthma. But if you think of kind of trying to expand from here, we tend to cue that a lot in Pilates because it takes the emphasis away from neck tension, shoulder tension. So what I would say, Rob, is you're not doing anything wrong. Number one, not doing anything wrong. It's just a matter of working on what is a very difficult area to reach, which is the side of the lungs and the muscles in the lungs. And it might be that you, being male, you're going to be stronger and tighter in your upper body muscles. All right. So it's learning to be able to really expand them and then contract them. And that's what is often quite difficult for men. Yeah, because you have a different physiology to us. You've got a lot more muscle generally in your upper body. You're stronger and tighter in those muscles. So trying to let them go and do that deep breath is harder for you. Okay, so I would say, Rob, it's one to practice. If you get a quiet moment when you're on your own, sitting in a chair, just put your hands on the outside of your ribs and try and feel your ribs expanding out to the side. Just practice that and practice trying to do it without there being any tension coming up here. Just trying to do the movement down here. Yeah, and you'll slowly start to get the hang of it. The muscles have got to learn, after all, what you want them to do. And it's not a normal movement for them these days. Most of us are quite shallow breathers. me included. So it's quite hard to adjust. It really is a kind of a technique. So I would say, I hope that helps you, Rob. And yeah, just keep working on it and it will come. It will definitely come. Josie Briggs, thank you very much for your donation. Very, very kind of you. Good morning, Margaret Scott. Hi, Margaret. Margaret says, did most of the exercises, some with modifications, manage the roll downs and up. Fantastic, Margaret. Well done. And Margaret says, been doing some of the May playlist with some exercises not on the playlist. Good for you, Margaret. Lovely to hear that. So hello to Sri Lakshmi. I hope that's the right pronunciation. Sri Lakshmi from India. Hello to you. You're trying to master Pilates. Well, welcome to you. You've come to the right place. Sri Lakshmi, go and have a look at my May playlist, and anyone else who's interested. I've set my May playlist up. You'll find it in the playlist section to start with 2 beginners. I think I've got 2 beginners, 2 intermediates. I've also got a seniors, and I've got a couple of other workouts in there, which are all kind of a selection of levels as well as a progression. So if you want to kind of work your way through from beginners to more advanced, that's a really good playlist for you to have a look at. And welcome. Come and see us again, Sri Lakshmi. It's lovely to have you. Morning, Susan Mitchell. Thank you, Susan, for your donation. Margaret says, yay, standing Pilates, my favorite. Good. So that's a vote for next week. Rob, okay, I can see your note about the breathing. It sounds to me like you may be just tensing in your chest a little. So that's something for you to apply this to as well. You know, with Pilates, everyone, a lot of it is the mind over the body. There's lots of quotes from Joseph Pilates about the mind mastering the muscles. So we've got to bring our mind into our physicality, into the execution of the exercise. So, and that's not necessarily just understanding the choreography. It might also be understanding when you're tensing your body in a way that maybe you don't need to tense it for an exercise. So Rob, let me know how you get on, yeah, with a breathing practice, and see, you might find doing it for a week, it feels easier next week. Wonderful. Delia Hart says, yes, please, to the standing class next week. I love your bar classes so much, and I do one every week. Could you put some cardio in to get the heart rate up, please? And I'd love an extra live class. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Delia, for your feedback. So I'm going to make a note. Everyone, we're going to do standing Pilates next week, and we will add a little cardio to it as well for those that want a little bit of cardio lift in the heart rate. Caroline Ford, hello Caroline. Caroline says, lovely to have you back, Rachel. Only managed 20 minutes today. I'm quite stiff from mega gardening and furniture removing. We'll go back to it later. It sounded quite tough and muscles are aching. Oh, bless you, Caroline. Well, lovely to be back with you, and thank you for joining me today. Yeah, if you're doing lots of lifting, remember to take care of that body, Caroline. Don't push yourself. Maybe do some stretching workouts with me. Little 10-minute sessions. They're really good for kind of unwinding when you've had a tough physical day. Julie Harris. Good morning, Julie. Julie says, hi, Rachel. Great to see you again. Just watching tonight and hopefully attempt it tomorrow morning Oz time. It does look quite complex, but I'm going to give it a go. Thank you as always. Julie. Well, hi, Julie in Oz. I hope you're well. And yeah, let me know how you get on in the comments below, won't you? Caroline Ford, thank you very much for your donation. Tiona, hello to you, Tiona in France. Tiona says, hi, great workout. Thank you, Rachel. We'll still have to work on the straight leg rollovers. I find it better with holding my arms close to my body around my knee area without stretching my shoulders. Well, you know what, Tiona, if that works for you, you keep that going, yeah? You've got to find the way that it works for your body. So well done, Tiona. Lovely to see you. Morning, Pippa D'Souza. Pippa says, thanks for a great session. Thank you, Pippa. Lovely to see you here today. Liz Wilkinson says, wow, that was testing. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Oh, Ruth, you've read Daphne du Maurier, Jamaica Inn. Yes, Jamaica Inn is very good. Very, lots of storms across the Exmoor, Dartmouth. I forget now, isn't it? Lots of storms. That's what I can remember about Jamaica Inn. Dark and raining and storms across Exmoor. Joan Redican says, good morning. Thank you, Rachel. Lovely, challenging routine. Kept going. I need to work on my core more. Loved it. Thank you again. So, Joan, if you want, remember that I've got some very core focused workouts that are quite short. So you could go and do one of my 20-minute core workouts, maybe slip that in a couple of times a week if you kind of want to build your core back up. Rob, you're very welcome. I'm glad that worked for you. Margaret, thank you very much for your donation. Right, everyone, it's time to go. It's been lovely to see you. I can't believe how long I've been online today. But lovely to see you. I'll be back the same time next week, so 10 o'clock next Friday. We'll be doing standing Pilates with a cardio boost, okay? So that will be core work. It'll be a lot of leg and glute and hip work in that one. All right, I'll make sure I get those arms and shoulders in as well, so do come back and see me then. In the meantime, don't forget, I've got a May playlist you can do, and I will have a new video out on Sunday. I'm starting to film videos by request, so I get videos requested for injuries and pathologies, so I will be mixing up what I bring out on a Sunday to complement our more regular workouts that we're doing on Fridays. All right, so don't forget, please like, please subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you again next week. All the best. Bye for now. Bye-bye.